15. Like, canyon is a very famous word. Coquihalla is a little bit more obscure. Like, there's millions of canyons. There's only one Coquihalla. But in the marriage of God, Coquihalla Canyon, you're just like, this is too good. Because you got CC in front, and then the O is 15, and then A plus N is 1 plus 14 equals 15. So I'm telling you, it's like, you got to visit the Coquihalla Canyon. Like, there's many canyons in the world, but the Coquihalla Canyon is like, really 3, like, screaming it out. Okay. You get the idea. Whew. Oh, man. What man doesn't love a map? You just put a map in front of a man and he starts getting happy, as he should. So Coquihalla Canyon Provincial Park. I mean, I'm going here. God willing, I'm going here. So just looking at this with all the names of everything, you can solve everything on here to the glory of the Trinity. Like, let's have some fun here. It's really fun. So look, here's Highway 3. Both of these numbers glorify the number 3. 3 is 3. 5 is the third prime. And there's 3 components to a 5. Okay? There's the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so, and by the way, just personal gems on the lips of, when my brothers talked about the Othello tunnels, he mentioned the exit number. Even the exit numbers are perfect. The exit number that you take off the Trans-Canada to get to the Othello tunnels is exit number 183. And that's what Curtis said yesterday over dinner. He said, yeah, you take exit 183. Well, we know what that equals. We should, if we have a proper education system. That equals Christ the Redeemer, the most famous statue of Jesus in the entire universe, which also equals in the Portuguese language, which is the official language of Brazil, or of Rio de Janeiro, certainly, is Cristo Redentor. Okay? So Christ the Redeemer equals Cristo Redentor. 183, 183, a triple of the 18th prime, pair of threes. It's the most famous statue of Jesus in the story of God. So when you see this number 183, pay strong attention. That's the exit number you take to get to this famous provincial park that I've been speaking of, Coquihalla Canyon Provincial Park. At least that's what my brother said. Let's see if he was correct. Yep, there it is right there. There it is right there. Exit 183. Now you're going to want to, you're going to flock to this exit and be like, this is holy ground. Well, the truth is, the whole stage is holy ground. But this is a very special, special exit in the story of God. Don't you love that little blur effect? It's like, oh, the aura of sanctity and holiness, the revelation. Go to exit 183 and see the glory of God. So Christ the Redeemer, Cristo Redentor. I'm in love with this. Okay, so you take the Trans-Canada. Very obvious. Then you can solve the names of all these things and all that stuff and wind your way. Remember, north plus south plus east plus west equals the perfect cube of 3 times 10. Very obvious, Jim. And it's called the Coquihalla Highway. Pair of threes, exit 183. So that's the exit here. So you'll pull off there, go over a bridge, which divides by 3, which is over a river, which divides by 3. The name of the river is Othello, from Shakespeare, which divides by 3. And now, man, what are you going to see first? So parking lot divides by 3. So you'll go into a parking lot, which contains a parking stall. Okay, you get the idea. Parking stalls. Okay. Tunnels, roads, see instead of tunnel detail. You start memorizing all this. It's fun. So this is it. There's Coquihalla Canyon Provincial Park. And there's the Othello Tunnel. So, it's going to be fun. And so the Kettle Valley, perfect. Coquihalla River. So, lovely, lovely. That's a fun word, Coquihalla Lake there. I love how God has used like the natives for so much of the stuff. We solved every cemetery. I'm just scanning for other things. Thacker divides by 3. Town of Hope, pretty simple. The root of the word hope is what divides by 3. And then, okay. So there you go. Very fun. Okay. So how many tunnels are there? 5? Original railway bridge? Okay. Very cool. Okay, so there you go. And then you can get more information and do more gem hunting off the, wow. Oh look, activities divides by 3. Just like facilities. Have you ever thanked God for the activities and the facilities? If you haven't, you probably won't appreciate them and you won't be... The more in love someone is with God, the more thankful they are. So activities divides by 3 and facilities divides by 3. So there's a lot of activities and facilities that you can do and use in life, but the words are so loaded with 3s. Like, and I'm just giving you the fact that it divides by 3, but give due diligence to this. So in all these parks, there's activities and facilities. I can't stand how resistant people are to love. It's like, get happy and go out with someone. Like, okay, so here we go. So activities, facilities. It's your attitude that's the problem. People's attitude has always been the problem. Look at the parallelism between the word activities and facilities. I'm going to start with facilities because there's so many letters that divide by 3, it's embarrassing. Allow me to bold underline them. So facilities, 93. Activities, 117. Oh my goodness, put those two together. It equals will you marry me? And then look at all the letters. So you can even find the word act in facilities, you know. You're playing Scrabble with the king of the universe. It's very fun. So, and then so act divides by 3, it divides by 3, and then they both have the common ending ease, which is 33. Like it's pretty darn obvious. Notice that it's the plural. It's like God himself is plural. God is 3 persons. He created. Have you ever wondered why there's so many activities down here? Have you ever wondered why there's so many different facilities? Have you ever wondered why there's so many people who are way different from you? It's because God is plural and he's infinite. God is 3 persons. Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. That's why there's many activities. That's why there's many facilities. And that's why these words all over the universe are screaming out the number 3 so highly. Okay? So, I mean, it's like the main thing that people wonder when they are considering going to a provincial park with their loved ones. The kids are like, what can we do there? Parents are like, what kind of facilities we got? Alrighty. There it is. Okay. You know, now you're falling in love with the people that create these websites and, like, you know, the administrative people that are behind the scenes, you know, categorizing this stuff, and, you know, the humble people that created all the bridges and the picnic tables and, you know, the campsites. Like if there's one thing we do wrong in life, it's that we don't appreciate enough. If there's one thing we fail at in mankind, is we simply don't appreciate enough. Appreciation is worship. To appreciate everything is to love God who created everything. And that's what this whole teaching does for all children of all ages, for all time. Now they're seeing the numbers in the story and solving it all. Now they appreciate details. Folks, I appreciate the simple pleasures in life like no other because I have studied the math of the words to describe all the simple pleasures in life. And I'm like, everything is precious. Okay. So you can dig in, get your maps, get your... You get the idea. Okay, we're reaching saturation point for a single session on this subject, so I'm just going to quickly scan through the rest just to show people the documents that I've been screaming through. You know, when you say Highway 5, oh, that equals 1, 2, 3. Love it. The Stolo, that's so cool. Love plus half a love. You're just like, okay, zoom out once in a while. And just remember how big God is. I can't stand small-mindedness. It's hell. We need to deliver people from ignorance and small-mindedness so they become happy and worshipers. So, God willing, we're going to be a lone little traveler out there tomorrow on the road, and we're going to bring some real footage home as a supplement to this introductory research video. Glory to God. So, and here's some Google imagery of, so this is the actual sign that you will see out there with the holy letters ordained by God to glorify the Trinity. Coquihalla Canyon Provincial Park. And then my favorite thing is the stories behind these words. Like Coquihalla, you're like, what does that mean? It means stingy container. Like, where's that document that I was, I think it was coming from the Coquihalla Highway. The name. Yeah, the name. Here. Read it for yourself. So it comes from the language of the Stolo, love plus half a love, is a place meaning stingy container. Sorry. Container is 99, 9 letters, 21. It refers specifically to the fishing rock near the mouth of what is now known as the Coquihalla River. So it's a rock. The rock, now read this. The rock, this will change your understanding of God. Like, I've preached on this before. Why, and people are talking about Mars these days. They're suspecting there's water on Mars. Well, Mars divides by 3. Well, where does that word Mars come from? That mankind thought he was making up some Greek mythological god and came up with the name Mars. No, the true Triune God is sovereign and says it's going to be called Mars for the mathematical glory of myself. So it's amazing to me how God, in his perfection, just, you know, uses even the falsehood of man to, like, ultimately bring him perfect glory. So, because listen to this, according to Stolo oral history, the this is an imaginative tale. The shipwrecks, the water babies, the underwater people would swim up. You can read it for yourself. It's hilarious. Salmon equals Jesus equals Messiah. But read the story of this word Coquihalla. Anyways, so this is the sign that you will see out there. Where did it go? There it is. Coquihalla Canyon Provincial Park. There it is. Provincial Park divides by 3. Coquihalla Canyon divides by 3. And letters, you know, you're just like, there it is. Letters divides by 3. You're just like, in 3 boards. 1, 2, 3. Da da da. There it is. Enter in. See the glory of God. Treasure hunt, kids. That's what. There's so much treasure hunting to be done. We don't have time for the works of our own. Look at that. Oh, I'm spoiling. This is a spoiler alert. Now I'm ruining my own discovery here by seeing these images ahead of time. Okay, so that's probably as much as I'll. But I mean, we have the internet so that everyone can see the glory of God with speed and all that, and do this treasure hunt. Ay, ay, ay. So there's the sign. There's another sign. Coquihalla Canyon, Othello Tunnels. There's the thing that divides by 3. And then Provincial Park divides by 3. So I'm kind of spoiling the journey by just looking at Google Images. Oh, and on the way I'll pass Bridalveil Falls, which divides by 3, and all that good stuff. Okay. So, you know, the word bridge, I think was fitting we solve that, because that's a very famous element in these things. Okay, that's good enough. I'm going to upload this video. Quick review of what we solved, just scanning it all. And God willing. So the current date and time for historic purposes is right there. God willing, we might head out there early in the morning tomorrow and bring home some real footage of it. Amen equals 33. This is Derek Leonard Reinhard Kuby in Langley, British Columbia, Canada, to the glory of the Triune God. God News divides by 3. Amen equals 33.